Hi everybody, Lori here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to be a part of the Pinkfresh Studio background stamp blog hop. They are releasing some beautiful new background cling stamps, and I have a couple of fun projects to share with you using two of the new background stamps. This first one is called Floral Shadow. I'm using two gray inks. One is Misty Coast, which is the lightest gray, and I'm inking up this Floral Shadow stamp with the Misty Coast. And then what I do is I take the darker one, Rocky Slope, and I just ink it up down at the bottom. I'm trying to get just a subtle gray gradient vibe. It's very subtle. Then I take that Misty Coast and kind of blend it out. So you only get the darker on the bottom and lighter on the top. It's not very noticeable, but it's there. Okay, for the images I'm using the Simple Blossoms stamp set. This set is so pretty, and it's great with all these inks that Pinkfresh Studio has, and I used a slew of them. Okay, I'm not even going to try to rattle off the names, but I will have them all linked. So for every color that Pinkfresh has, there's 4 shades. Okay, so I used the lightest and the second to lightest for each of these blooms that I'm stamping here. And I'm just ripping them off using the Misty. Not that you had to use the Misty, but sometimes you do have to stamp it twice, you know, just to get that even coverage. By the way, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, or for those of you who might not have heard, I'll give you just a quick little recap. In my last video, I shared how a couple of companies reached out to me, wanted to collaborate. They thought I'd be a great fit. One was a swimwear line and the other was feminine hygiene products. And I asked everybody what they thought about it. And I'll tell you what I've done, and it's what I do best. I've done nothing. That is what I do best in life. I do nothing. I procrastinate. I put it on the back burner. I just kind of marinate on it. Not saying I'm saying no. I'm certainly not saying yes. I just, here's the main thing is that I kind of like to stay in my lane, which is like a creative card making. Even if I branched out into painting, ceramics, cooking, I don't foresee it being swimwear or feminine hygiene products. And then second of all, I'm way too shy way for swimwear. I will say, however, quite a comical thread happening on that YouTube channel. Kathy Zilski chimed in and, mentioned, hey, maybe we should make a stamp set about women and their monthly friend. And it was funny. I said, Kathy, you deserve a standing ovulation. That got me on the puns, like let's give her a round of menopause. But so it was kind of funny. By the way, I'm stamping a sentiment from the layered bouquet stamp set, and I pop up this panel onto a white card base, and this card is finished. Now we're going to move on to the second card with the second beautiful background. It's called Diamond Tiles. It almost looks like a plaid to me, and I love a good plaid. I'm going to emboss this one in clear. So I've got a panel of Nina Solar White, rubbed it down with the magic powder bag, inking it up with Versamark ink, and I'm using Simon Says Stamp clear embossing powder just on some scrap paper, and that way I can funnel it right back into the container. Heating that with a heat gun, and now here's where the magic happens. Oh, these Pinkfresh Studio inks, they have my heart. The colors are just scrumdiddlyumptious, okay? The pinks and the reds and the oranges and the yellow, they're just right up my alley. Is that how you say it? They just tickle my fancy, okay? So I'm working my way around. I feel like I've done about a zillion cards similar to this one. You heat emboss something and you blend the rainbow heck out of it. But what are you going to do? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's like I could do this in my sleep. It's like cooking spaghetti. I do it once a week, and I make rainbow emboss resisted backgrounds. It's what I pump out. Happiness, love, humor, and Italian dishes. Okay, so to put on the background, I'm using this Frame Builder Botanical Rectangle die set. I'm going to die cut 2 of these little viney corners, and I'm trimming them because I did trim my ink blended panel to a little bit smaller than a card base. That way I can get a nice white frame around the edge. So I'm trimming this die cut corner leaf edges. Gonna adhere those flat down with glossy accents. I would like to have dimension, but the thought of die cutting several of those, stacking them up, I just didn't have the energy for it. Now for the sentiment, I am using the Sentiment Suite Hello word die. So with this die comes with the outline, which I did in vellum, and then the word hello I did out of gold, as well as I die cut 3 extra ones out of white cardstock. I stacked them up using Tombow Mono liquid adhesive to make that hello dimensional. It just gives a great shadow. You can't cut corners on that one. Then I glued that onto the vellum, and I did cut little slivers of foam tape to put behind the hello. I'm popping up my ink blended panel on a white card base. I love that nice white frame around the edge. Pop up the hello, and then for the grand finale, the crystals, the Pinkfresh Studio. These, and I did rainbow colors because it matched the background. Love it. These cards are finished. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure and check out the rest of the background stamp blog hop with Pinkfresh Studio. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.